So 3 space.
No.
Okay, everybody, time now for another game of BigJon's PC version of Card Sharks, in which it's going to be Daniel Monahan versus Connor Mayrose.
That's right.
What's up, Doc? All right, Daniel knows how to play Card Sharks, and Connor, I take it you know how to play too?
Yeah, I've seen the show before, and I can play it with someone before.
Then you're all set? Here we go. Let's ask Daniel this first question. How many of 100 men who worked for a female boss said they could a better job in her field? They could do a better job in her field.
So the first question goes to me?
Yes. How many of 100 men who worked for a female boss said they could do a better job in her field?
69!
That's no surprise there.
69.
Alright, Connor, are you going to go higher or lower than that?
What's the question again?
We asked 100 male people, workers who work for a female who has a female boss. Could you do a better job than her in her field? Daniel said that infamous number. Do you think it's higher or lower?
I think it might be lower.
Well, let's find out who's right. The right answer is only 44. So, Connor, you're right.
Alrighty.
As a result, Connor, you have a base card of a 7. You can either play it or you can change it.
I'm gonna play.
Okay, do you want to go higher or lower than the 7?
Higher.
You're going to keep it. Higher than a 7. No! It's a 6. Sorry, it was lower. Daniel, you have to play off this card. You have a 6.
Okay, then. Higher!
Higher than a 6. It's a 7.
Higher again.
Higher than a 7.
No!
A 5. Too bad.
Aw.
Now we'll go to Connor.
Okay.
Connor, we asked 100 nurses, do you smoke? How many of those nurses said they do smoke?
Probably I'll go with 30.
30. Daniel, do you think it's higher or lower?
Smoking is very bad for your health. It's gonna have to be lower.
And I agree with that wholeheartedly. I may not be a nurse myself, but I can tell everybody out there in the YouTube world that I am a non-smoker.
Me either. I don't smoke either.
The right answer is... it's once again 44!
Ooh.
So 44 nurses are hurting their health. Connor, you have a 7. You can play off that 7 or you can change it.
I'm gonna change it, please.
Okay, very smart. When you win the question, you can change the base card. This is your only change for this play. You have a 10. It's a little better. It's a 10.
I'm gonna go lower.
That's what I would do too. Lower than a 10. It's a 7. Now, you can either keep calling higher or lower, or you can choose to freeze at any time.
I am gonna go lower.
You're going to go lower. All right. And well, before you go lower, I'm getting a message from Marty, so I'm going to go ahead and add him.
Alright. Bring on Marty.
Which he gave me a redneck spanking. Okay, you're going to go lower than a 7? You're going to go lower than a 7, Connor, you said?
Yes, please.
Lower than a 7.
No!
It's an 8. Sorry.
Oh.
And it looks like we have Marty. Or, no, we don't have Marty with us yet. Daniel,
No,
you still
not
have to
yet.
play off your 6.
Not yet.
Higher!
Let's see if it is higher this time. There you go. You got a queen.
Oh, Robo wants to come
Lower!
Okay, go ahead and get Robo in. Lower than a queen. It's a jack.
Lower again!
Lower again. It's a 9.
A 9, you say?
Yep.
freeze.
Freezing on that 9, putting you 1 card away from the match, and I'll go ahead and call Robo in here. And to reply to Marty, ow! And also, yay!
Yay!
And now we go to Daniel for his question. This is a trivia question. Daniel, in US dollars, what's the average rent for a 2-bedroom apartment in Moscow in the 1980s?
So it's an educated guess question?
Yes.
Alright. What was the question again?
I'll repeat the question. In US dollars, what's the average rent for a 2-bedroom apartment in Moscow, Russia in the 1980s?
I'd have to say $6,900.
In other words, just 69, because it's 1 to 100.
How lovely.
Yeah. Well,
So you're going with that. Because this is in US dollars, just so you know. So you're still going with that? Okay, he's going with it. Okay, Connor, do you think that's higher or lower?
I think lower.
Alright, because keep in mind, this is Moscow, Russia, in US dollars in the 80s. Let's find out who's right. The average is $34.
Woo!
Only 34.
Yay!
So, Connor, you have a 10. You can either play off that 10, or you can change it.
What's the card again?
10.
I'm gonna go lower.
Okay, you're going to keep it. Lower than a 10. It's a 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. It's a 7.
Yeah. Higher.
Risking it higher than a 7. An ace!
Woo! Alright.
Ace! The highest card in the deck.
I'm gonna go lower.
For the first game of the match. It's got to be lower than the ace. And it's a king! You got it! Now, Daniel, don't give up yet, because you could still tie it up.
Thank you. Thank you.
But in the meantime, Connor, this question goes to you.
Okay.
Let's take a look at it. Okay, Connor, we asked 100 members of the House of Representatives, should the United States train an emergency strike force when there's trouble in the world? How many of those 100 members said yes, they should? I'll repeat the question.
Could you repeat that question one more time, please?
I'll repeat the question. How many of 100 members of the House of Representatives said the United States should train an emergency strike force when there's trouble in the world?
I would say 70.
70, okay, very good. Daniel, higher or lower?
Sounds like they need to train a lot.
It's true.
Yeah, training is always important. It's going to be a little bit higher.
It's gonna go a little bit higher. Let's find out who's right in this situation. What's the answer? Oh, it was a little lower, 53. Okay, Connor, you have a base card of a 10 sitting right there in front of you.
Okay. Can you change it?
Yes, you can. You want to change the 10?
Yes.
Okay, when you win the question, you can change the base card. Your new base card is another 10, so it's the same one. You gotta call higher or lower.
I'm gonna go lower.
Let's find out if it is. It's a 6.
Nope. Higher.
Gonna risk it. Higher than a 6. It's another 10.
Okay. Lower.
You're gonna risk it. Lower than a 10.
No.
Oh! Ouch! You got an ace.
Oh.
Now, Daniel, you have to play off this base card, but I don't think you'd want to change it anyway. It's a king!
ooh.
Lower!
Lower than a king. Show it to him. A 7.
Yay.
Higher!
Gonna go higher. It's an ace!
Wow.
Yep, the highest card in the deck.
Lower!
Lower than an ace. It's a queen.
Lower!
For a tie game. Is it lower? Yes, it is. It's a jack. We have a tie game. We have a tie game. Now this round, only 3 cards will be dealt. Daniel, this is your question.
Yay.
We asked 100 married women, have you had a pillow fight with your husband? How many of them said yes? We know where he's going, folks. We know what answer he's gonna give. I knew you were gonna go there.
How lovely.
All right. But just so everybody out there in the YouTube world watching, he gave that answer, not me, so don't blame me. Connor, higher or lower?
I'm gonna go lower.
Let's find out how many of those wives have had a pillow fight with their husband. Oh, you're right, 43.
Alrighty.
Okay, Connor, you have a base card of a queen.
I'm gonna go lower.
Lower than a queen. It's a 5.
Yay. I'm gonna go higher.
If it is higher, you win. If it is not higher or the same, Daniel wins. Or he has a chance. You got it, it's a queen. Well, Daniel, you played a heck of a great game. You are going to come back in the next Card Sharks game.
Yeah, good job, Daniel.
Yeah, way to go.
Good job, Daniel.
That was a great comeback he made in round 2. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
But in the meantime, Connor, you're going to play the money cards. You know how that works, right? I will say this, Connor. If you play your cards right, you could win a lot of money. You want to know how much we're talking?
Yeah.
You double all the way, you're going to get $33,600.
Whoa.
Now, there are jokers in the deck, so we're going to give you one joker for making it this far. So, Connor, good luck to you. We're going to give you $200 to start things off with. And as you know, you get one card change per line. And you must bet. And I will say that the minimum bets are $50 until you reach the top card, the big bet, where you have to risk at least half the money. But in the meantime, you have $200 and you have an ace!
Whoa.
How much of your $200 would you like to bet? There's no way you can lose on an ace.
How much money do I have to bet on?
You have to bet at least $50, but since you have an ace, I would bet the whole $200. You can't lose on this.
Oh boy.
If another ace comes up, you're not going to lose anything.
Okay. I'll bet on $30.
Well, no, minimum bets are $50, but I would bet the whole $200 because you have the best card right now in the deck, an ace.
Yeah.
Alright.
I do this.
So 50.
Are you sure you don't want to bet the whole $200? You can't lose here.
Can't lose.
Alright, you know what? Yeah.
$200, and are you... Now, the ace is the highest card in the deck, so I assume you want to go lower.
I'm sorry. I never played this game before.
That's okay.
But, in the bonus round, I never did.
That's alright. So you're going to bet your whole $200, and you're going to take a chance to say that the next card is lower, right?
Yeah, lower.
Because you can't miss on this, so let's see what happens. $200 lower than an ace? You have a 4! That's a great card. Now, you have $400, and you have a 4. That's another good card to have. You can bet any or all of your $400, but you must bet at least $50.
Okay.
So how much of your 400 do you want to... How much of your 400 do you want to bet?
Let's see. From 50 to 400, you say?
Yes.
I'll bet $100.
And what do you think the next card is? Higher or lower?
I'm gonna go higher.
Okay, so you're going to hold back a little bit on the bet. You're only going to bet $100 that you want to go higher. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
$100.
higher.
$100 higher than a 4. And it's a 7. Okay, you have $500 and you have a 7. Now remember, you don't have to play off that 7 if you don't want to. You can change it if you wish. You don't have to play off that 7 if you don't want to, but you are up the middle.
I'm gonna change it.
Okay, do you want to change it with card number 1, number 2, or number 3?
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay, so let's hope you get a good change here. That 7 will become a 6. It's a little better, but you have to bet somewhere from $50 to $500.
Okay.
You have a 6.
Okay. I am going to go higher.
And how much of your $500 do you want to bet?
I'm gonna bet $100 again.
Okay, you're gonna stay with the 100, and you think the next card is higher.
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
$100 higher than a 6. It's a 7. Okay.
Alright.
So that was a good plan in changing it. So now we're going to move that 7 up to the next line, and we'll give you $500 more in betting money. You have $1,100, and you have a 7. Now, again, you don't have to play off that 7 if you don't want to. You can either change it or play it.
I'm going to change it again, please.
1 or 2. This will be your only card change, this line. 1 or 2.
2.
All right, let's see if you can get a better card. The 7 turns into an 8. Ouch.
Oh.
So you have an 8. You must bet at least $50, anywhere from $50 to $1,100. How much of your money do you want to bet?
Okay, I'm going to go lower.
Okay, and how much of your $1,100 would you like to bet?
$50.
$50. That's a very smart bet. Let's see what happens. $50, lower than an 8. No, it's not. It's higher, but you have a great card right now. You have a queen, and you have $1,050. You have a queen. That's a good card.
Alrighty.
So how much of your $1,050 would you like to bet?
Okay. I'm going to bet that the next card is lower.
Okay.
And I'm going to bet on $200.
Okay. You're going to bet a little bit higher. Okay. $200 lower than a queen. Let's find out. That's more like it. Now, but the bad news is you have another 7 staring at you. And this time, you have to play off the 7. You have $1,250 and a 7.
Okay.
But this time, you have to play off the 7 because you already used your card change.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna go... Oh boy.
This is not easy.
I'm gonna go higher.
And how much of your $1,250 would you like to bet?
I'll bet on $200.
Okay, you're going to keep your same bet. $200 higher than a 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to tell you that it is not higher. It is lower. But you do have a 4, which is a really good card. But since you're at the top card at the big bet, you have to bet at least $525. You can bet anywhere from $525 to $1,050, and you have a 4.
Okay.
So what do you think the next card is?
What's the bet again?
You have $1,050. You must bet at least $525.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so...
I'm going to go for $525.
Okay, do you think the next card is higher or lower than a 4?
I'm going to go higher.
Okay, I think you might be right. Oh, it says $50 increments only. Would you like to change it to $550?
Yes.
Okay, we'll change it to $550. Let's see if it is higher. That's more like it. There you go. So you got yourself $1,800 so far, Connor, but you're not finished yet because you have one shot, one opportunity to win a jackpot worth $20,000. Now, here's how this works.
All right.
There are 7 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. All you have to do is pick one number, and if that number contains a $sign behind the card, you win $20,000 more. If it has the word no, we increase the jackpot by 10 grand, and it'll be worth $30,000 next time. You got a 1 in 7 shot of finding that jackpot. Where do you think it is?
Can I help?
Yes, you can help.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
You are allowed to ask for help, Connor. You can ask for help.
Just one card, right?
Yeah, you just pick one card, but you can go to everybody here on Skype and ask for help if you wish.
Okay. I appreciate the help, but I'm going to go on my own.
Okay, what do you think?
Go ahead.
I'm going to pick... Number 5.
Okay, you're going to pick number 5 and hope the $sign is there. But before we pick that card, is there any particular reason why you picked 5?
Besides, number 5.
I picked number 5 because I thought it might be more than a 14 chance.
Okay.
It might help.
Well, let's find out. If we see a $sign behind number 5, you got yourself $20,000 more in addition to the $1,800 you already have. So let's find out. Oh, Connor, I hope you're right. For a chance at $20,000, we'd like to see a $sign behind number 5. Is it there? It is there! You got it! You got it! $20,000! Wow! A 1 in 7 shot and you got $20,000!
Oh my God!
Whoa!
$800.
Holy cow!
Oh my god.
Holy cow!
Oh my god.
Wow.
Connor, you had a 1 in 7 shot and you found it!
Oh my god.
Unreal!
Thank
I
you.
am stunned.
Thank
I
you.
would have trusted that card myself.
So Connor, $21,800. That is
Oh
yours
my
to
God.
keep.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
How about that? How cool is that?
That was
incredible.
awesome.
How cool is that?
That's amazing.
Thanks, everybody.
Well, Connor, you're going to be back for another game of Card Shark soon. We'll see y'all for that next video coming soon. Folks, catch you laters.
Catch you then.